on a walk, cone of Rocky Road ice cream, cooling me down on a summer day. So dang hot, got my temperature rising. Ain't no denying that with every lick, you taste a little better than the lick before. Girl, you got me craving, baby, one more. More of that sugar, your sweet ass honey, right on the money, girl. I wanna spend all my time with you, sealing the deal. I can't explain what's going on, but I like how this feels. I was made for loving you. Girl, I was made for making you smile. I was made for long, slow kisses, so dang delicious. You got a kiss that drives me wild, takes my breath away. It pulls me in and makes me stay, wrapped up in your arms all day long and all night through. Girl, I was made for loving you. Girl, you're like a sunny day, shining your light down on everything, waking me up to go and run away. Nowhere fast, I don't care where we're going, long as you're rolling right beside me, with the radio up, holding my hand, singing every song as loud as you can. You sound so good, like an angel singing. All I'm needing is you to slide on over and whisper in my ear. Tell me everything, everything I wanna hear. 'Cause I was made for loving you. Girl, I was made for making you smile. I was made for long, slow kisses, so dang delicious. You got a kiss that drives me wild, takes my breath away. It pulls me in and makes me stay, wrapped up in your arms all day long and all night through. Girl, I was made for loving you. I was made for making you smile. I was made for long, slow kisses, so dang delicious. You got a kiss that drives me wild, takes my breath away, pulls me in and makes me stay, wrapped up in your arms all day long and all night through. Girl, I was made for loving you. I was made for loving you. Girl, I was made for
Hey friends, welcome back. Terry here. It is Tuesday evening. It is about 4:30. It is late in the day. We're both tired today. We've been doing a bunch of running around and everything. So, yesterday there was no vlog, so if you missed it, I'm sorry. I just needed a down day. The weekend, Mr. Jerry, with his surgery, his hand's doing fine, his pinky finger's doing fine. Saturday, I decided to bake up some rolls out of the freshly milled flour. This is a new journey that I am embarking on, because after all the research on it, if you mill it up right when you get ready to use it, you get all the nutrients and everything. So, and it's supposed to be really good for heart disease and diabetes and your whole gut health and digestive and all that stuff. So if you can tolerate all that. So I'm going down to converting from using bread flour or all-purpose flour. Now, I'm not eliminating them completely, because I still think there's a place for both, but the majority of it is going to be our milled flour, so from our wheat berries. So we had ordered, because we have red hard wheat berries, and we have hard white wheat berries and soft wheat berries, and we've heard really good things on Kamut, and I think it's Eichorn, but we didn't get any Eichorn because no one really around here has it. But the Kamut is an ancient grain, and we did get that. It's a little bit bigger grain. It's supposed to have more of like a buttery flavor. And the recipes in the book that I got, the gal, that's like one of her favorites. And so she uses that a lot, and with her breads and her desserts and stuff like that. So we did get some of that. We ordered that, and it came in. I know there's another one that we got. What else did we get? I'll have to put it down here. They're all in our half-gallon containers. I have a 25-pound or a 5-gallon container holding 25 pounds of the hard white and the soft white wheat. And so, but yeah, so Saturday decided I was going to make some rolls. I wanted to try her roll recipe, and if we liked it, then I would do up a bunch to where when it goes from its first rise to the second rise, just before you let it rise before it goes into the oven, I was just going to flash freeze them so that I could just pull out whenever and just let it rise during the day and then bake them. Usually within 3 hours or so, then you can let them rise their 40 minutes and then bake them. So I did try that, and we did like the flavor. It's like Jerry said, the roll was as close to a white roll as far as texture went, and it was good flavor. That's Nala. And so it made up 12. we kept out 6 and I froze the other 6, and I just write on the freezer bag, you know, what it is, the month, and how to unthaw it and how to bake it. So I did make those, and there was a chocolate chip cookie recipe, and it was from a different gal. Everybody raved about her cookies, and that was all soft wheat, because for your baked goods that doesn't take any yeast, then you use the soft, and because that's like your all-purpose flour. So we did that, and I baked up a cookie sheet full, and then there's probably 2 cookie sheets full left that I froze, and I just baked some more. So the only difference with hers is it's a really good flavor, but they flattened, and she has you melting the butter. And everybody who's done the recipe said that theirs did the same thing. It just flattened. And they even tried putting it in the refrigerator. They even tried freezing it. So now we froze ours, and they came out a little puffy, but now they're flat. So we're thinking it's because, and the majority of people are saying the same thing, don't melt the butter next time, just mix it in. But I want to try the other gals, the Kara, that I have her cookbook on. So when I get the other ones, when we're ready for more cookies, I'll make them. So what else did I do? It was just busy. See, Saturday would have been the day after. He slept very well the first night, and I don't know, sometime during the day he was out in the kitchen with me, and as I was doing the cookies, and he developed hiccups, and he hasn't had hiccups in I can't tell you how long, and he had them, and they were awful. I felt bad for him. They were awful. They did go away, but then they kept coming back, and they were all day into the night, on and off, no rhyme or reason. He could be just fine, and then all of a sudden go into a hiccup thing, and they might last 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then they might be gone for an hour or two, and then they just come right back. When he went to bed, they finally went away a little bit, and then he said about 3:30 they came back, so he went out in the sunroom and slept in the recliner. And then Sunday they started easing up further and further, but when we looked it all up, it is definitely a side effect from anesthetic given. We don't know what kind he got, but it is a side effect, and it should wear off in 48 hours. And God, when you went to bed Sunday night, he wasn't there, and they haven't been back since. So we're pretty sure that's what it was, but it was pretty miserable for him. So, but Sunday I just kind of vegged. I say that, but I still got up and did stuff, and not much crafting done Saturday or Sunday. And so by the time Monday came around, I had typical stuff to do. And no, what did I do Sunday? I take that back. Sunday Saturday I made a peach cobbler, and then Sunday I made biscuits and gravy, and I did a milled flour biscuit recipe where you do it all into a dish and it bakes solid and you cut it into squares. They got a little overcooked. It said 22 minutes, but that was the low side, but apparently it should have been more like 20 minutes, and I should have checked it. And then we had some sausage, and so I was making sausage and gravy and got too much flour in it, and my pan wasn't big enough to continue to keep adding the milk. So by the time that you shut it off and scooped it up, I mean, it just got like paste. Now Jerry thought it was really good. It had good flavor. So we didn't keep those biscuits, but because they were overcooked. But so that's what I did Sunday. And I did do another peach cobbler, and that one, the first one turned out a little too soupy. The second one was maybe a little too dry according to the recipe. It looked like the recipe, but next time I think I'll just add a little bit more peach juice. It said to dump, if you were using canned peaches, dump all the can and even the liquid. Well, when I can them, sometimes I have more liquid, I think, than I have in the cans. So I need to find a happy balance. But I told him I wasn't going to make any more for a while because his waistline isn't going to like me if I continue to keep doing cookies and all this stuff. So yesterday was a day where we just vegged. We just sat. Because we had done a lot. Well, I had on Saturday and Sunday. And so here I am today. So we got up this morning, we went over to Byron Center, and we had picked up, they had a half a pig on sale, 60 pounds worth. So our chest freezer is now full. We're really happy with what it was in it and everything, and how they packaged it. The majority of it was packaged as flat as it can be. So I know there's a lot of, we mainly got it because of the pork chops, because we eat pork chops a lot. These pork chops were 10 ounces for one, and there was 2 per package. Well, that's a lot of meat. So that will give us several meals in itself. But they looked really good. And like I said, if they were maybe this thick at the most, you know, with 2 in it. There was bacon, and there was sausage, and there was sausage links. There was ribs, like 3 small ribs about this long in it, a couple of good size loin roast or roast loins, 3 sizzle steaks, which he doesn't like sizzle steaks in anything, so it will probably go to a kid or somebody. I think that was it, because the majority of it was the pork chops and links and sausages, ground sausage, and like I said, the 2. So it was like 60 pounds worth, and so the freezer is full of that, which makes us feel really good in these times. I'm so thankful that we can do this. And so we had to do some zhuzhing around for everything to fit and everything, but he did get that other freezer that has to be cleaned out and moved to its new place and everything, because when we start doing our, in the spring and summer when the fruits come on, we tend to, because I don't grow enough strawberries yet to use ours, but we tend to freeze a lot of strawberries and blueberries and cherries. I didn't do peaches last year, For some reason, peaches are hard for me to do because, I don't know, we tried it one year, and when we put them in the bag, of course we didn't lay them out to flash freeze, and that's probably what we should do this year. We just kind of threw them in a bag and laid them flat. Well, then they froze solid as a flat with the juice, and they were hard to use. So but I really like doing cherries, sweet and tart, and blueberries and strawberries. And so those are the three main ones that I try to get so I can get it in the freezer and for my smoothies. That's about all I use it for, really, unless I'm going to do a bake thing. But you know, we don't bake a lot of stuff like that. So when I do peach cobbler, he was in seventh heaven over that, because I was able to use our canned peaches that we did last year. Last year we went through the peach truck out of Georgia that came up here to Richland, and I think we got 2 crates, about 50 pounds, and they were the best peaches, and they just separated from the pit and everything. He said that he would definitely do that again. We don't need peaches. We still have canned peaches, but I might go for a 25-pound one just to have that in there. So but other than that, I have been working on, I brought some stuff to show you. I'm in a mystery English paper piecing quilt along, and you can do it, there's like 3 different sizes. I think it was 3/4 of an inch, an inch, maybe there's 4, 1.5 inches, and a 2-inch. And I decided to do the 3/4 inch. And Clue One came out, and she'll put clues out every 3 weeks. Now, will I be able to keep up with it? I have no idea. I couldn't keep up with the last one, but the last one I started towards the end. So I did get Clue One done, and these are all the colors that I am using. So I'm using a white and a green and a blue and a pink and a purple and a yellow. So, and that's what the back side looks like. I glue basted it. I'm going to leave all the papers in on this one because it gives it more stability. But, so yeah, so this one came out. So mine will definitely be a lot smaller. I think 59 by something, but if I keep up with it, and I hope I can, but there's no guarantees. So I got this one done, and I used fabrics that I had in my stash for this. So, and then been working on a cross stitch that I started probably in, I don't know when, it had been after COVID, so it's either 22, 23, something like that. And it was through Plum Street Samplers, and it was called This Happy Morning, and I really, really like this one. So this is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And so I have from here up is all done, all the way across is all done, the barn is all done. I'm just onto this page right here, so I'm just working on the urn. But then I've got all this grass that's got to be filled in, plus the writing in there. So, but this one is really nice. So I'm doing this one on, I'm using Classic Color Works. Those are all the colors right there. See if I can get these out to show you. So there is that color there, and then all these others. let me, so needless to say, we didn't get home until about 2 o'clock, and our lunch was had at about 3, so supper won't get started till about 6:30, something like that. Okay. All right. So those are all the colors right there. Yes, they're a tangled mess. That's all right. So I'm really liking the colors, and of course this is on, pretty sure it's Zygarde. Do I got a piece in here? Nope. I have it housed in here, but it's 18 count. So right now this is where I'm at, but if I opened it up, it's going to look like this. Now, as I was doing this, I was looking at this and I'm thinking, because I haven't picked this up in a couple of years, because that barn was just a bugger to fill in. And I'm looking at the border here, and these buds are going straight up. And I come over here and the buds are going straight up, but on the pattern, the outside bud should be sideways. The top should be straight up. The outside ones should be sideways. But you know what? They're going to all stay straight up. So I still have quite a bit to go on this one, but that's how far I got on this. Because I do enjoy it. So if you look here, you can see that they're straight up here, but they're to the side. But I'm not changing it now, so no one's going to know. And it's not going to affect anything based off from it, because the way I do it is I try to do the inside stuff, and then when I get the inside stuff, then I carry it on down like that. So, and then I got my Freckled Whimsy sock of the month in. So Miss Jenny, close your eyes if you are watching. But I would think that I got mine Saturday. It should have been here yesterday. I got it Saturday, and she usually gets hers a day or two later than me. So hopefully, Miss Jenny, if you haven't got it, close your eyes. And I will not say what it is or anything. I'll just put the name of it just in case. So Miss Jenny, 1, 2, 3, close your eyes. Unless you've got it, then you can look, and you already know. So this is what it looks like. And this is what it's called. Miss Jenny, you can open your eyes. So I get it on the Splendid base, which is her 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and it is 100 grams, which is for her 437 yards, and it is a 4-ply fingering, and I don't get the mini with it this time. I think Miss Jenny's going to get the 250 grams, because she will do where she winds them, so you got 50-50. That way you can do them 2 at a time, and I've done that before and it works out great. So, but other than that, I am crocheting on that, yes, Miss Nala, that mystery crochet along, the Sun Mandala one, Sun and Sea, or Sun to Sea. Part 7 comes out tomorrow, and there's 10 parts to it. It's already pretty darn big, so I can't hold it up to show you. So I'll try to take a picture of it for tomorrow so you can see all the things I've done on it. This one is just scrap. I was trying to, just a second. So this is Nala, and she doesn't want to be held right now, but she wants me to go out and feed her. But she's already been fed, haven't you? Haven't you? Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know what I was talking about. My brain is mush. So forgive me. So, oh, the garden. I did end up this last weekend. I started my bell peppers, my red and my orange, and I started parsley and basil. My celery has popped up. My onions are doing good. My cabbage is doing good. Pretty soon I'll have to start cauliflower. I gotta look at my herbs. There might be another one in there I gotta start pretty soon. My tomatoes, not yet. But it's getting close to where everything's starting to roll in, because by the end of March, beginning of April, I have to have a couple of beds that if they are ready for us to go out and get them ready so I can plant the stuff in it, especially like the cabbage, because they like the cold weather, the lettuces, the peas, those will be direct sown. I'll have to double check to see what time. Most of them will be in April, but won't be too far from that. So, and on that cross stitch, the reason I want to get it done was because there was a sister one to it that I want to do next, and it is called this is the day. So this is the day that the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. So, and that's what it looks like right there. Once you get that house done, because it's bricks, then everything else should fly. So, and I already got the DMC and the Classic Colorworks in it, so. But other than that, things are going good. We're doing good, and he has his Band-Aid, his Ace wrap off, and he has a Band-Aid over it, and so now it feels good to have that off, he said, but he's still got to be careful. He'll get stitches out, I think, on March 17th, and then it will just take a while for it to heal. So, but other than that, I'm going to let you guys all go. So, just know that I just needed a down day. It was a very stressful weekend, even though it wasn't happening to me. It was still a stressful weekend, and keeping up on everything and taking care of him, and he is such a doer, and all he can do really is set. You'll probably hear his computer right now too and everything, so it's hard on him. So, but anyways, thanks for stopping by, and until we can meet up again, see you soon, my friends.